We spoke with you a few weeks ago about how if the Supreme Court approved the Affordable Care Act, it's now going to be on state officials like you to bear the brunt of setting up insurance exchanges and following the letter of the law. Can you talk about what that task ahead of you now looks like?
Well, don't make it seem like a task we take on reluctantly. I mean, from our perspective, I'm a pediatrician, I'm not a lawyer, and I think about the kids, the parents, the grandparents who are out there right now deciding between whether they can buy food or medicine. And there are hundreds of thousands of them in Maryland. There are many of them in Virginia. And this is a law that gives tremendous tools to states to help them do the right thing for the dignity of their citizens, as well as reduce costs for businesses. There is a tax that all of us pay now, because when people are uninsured, they wind up in the hospital with that stroke or heart attack because they didn't get preventive care. And those bills get passed on to the rest of us in our insurance. That's why so many companies are now struggling to pay insurance bills. It's the cost of the uninsured. And states that are in a position to move forward with this law are not only going to do the right thing by the many, many people in their state who need better health care, but also for the economy.
You've already answered my next question, which was going to be, as a matter of policy, how would you defend keeping this law on the books? Obviously, you favor this law. You think it should be kept on the books. So can you briefly walk us through what Maryland has already done to comply with the Affordable Care Act and what you still have to do? Sure.
Well, Governor O'Malley and Lieutenant Governor Brown have long seen this law as providing a great set of tools for states. Practical tools. It does not guarantee an outcome. States have to be focused on figuring out how to conform the law to meet the circumstances that they have. And from the day that this law was signed, Governor O'Malley and Lieutenant Governor Brown have been leading a planning process in Maryland. We have had dozens of public meetings. We've had the brokers at the table, the small businesses at the table. We've had hospitals, doctors, nurses. And we've been working to build the building blocks of a successful marketplace for health insurance in the state. That includes two laws that have passed the Maryland General Assembly, setting up the exchange and putting in place a policy framework that makes sense for our state, hiring a terrific staff for the exchange, including 4 people with significant private insurance experience. We've got a team on site building a modern eligibility system so people can go online and get health insurance just like they can go online and get books and other things. And the idea is to have an efficient, effective healthcare system that really supports the economy and the lives and health of people in Maryland. We are in a position to succeed with this. And
Does it give you some concern that this what you're doing obviously costs some money to do all of this? Does it concern you at all that if the Republicans were to win the White House and possibly even the Senate, that all of this law would go for naught?
Well, I mean, the Congressional Budget Office, independent people look at it and say that the law saves money because it does a few things to really bend the cost curve. I mean, the world without the Affordable Care Act is an expensive place for businesses. It's an unhappy place for a lot of people with chronic illness. Now, am I worried? I was worried that the Supreme Court might knock it down. So, I'm worried about everything. That's part of my job. But, I've got to, keep in mind the incredible potential to help people and to help the economy. And that's why Maryland has been working at a deliberate speed, not too fast, but right where we need to be to make this law effective.